The signs are there. This is what we've been waiting for all along. XRP's journey to the moon is just beginning, and you don't want to be the one missing out on it. Welcome back to Make Money Online. If this is your first time here, please help us out by subscribing to the channel, turning on post notifications, and liking this video. We'd also love to hear what you think in the comments down below. XRP used to be the third largest cryptocurrency in the world in terms of market capitalization. Things changed as it struggled over time. It was unsurprising that we've got a lot of people selling their assets. People are always preparing for the worst, but investor trust in any crypto is very important, and that's one of the things that keep XRP flying in the industry. The price of XRP took quite the tumble, falling to about 48 cents below the support price levels. And it's unclear just how far it'll still fall, especially with the ongoing correction going on in the crypto market. We've seen Bitcoin slipping on some exchanges down to about $48,000 from as high as $55,000. Ethereum itself saw a drastic slip in its value following a publication that declared that Bitcoin and other cryptos can possibly be used for illicit purposes. For the first time in months, the current dip in XRP price is not attributed to anything related to the problem facing XRP with the SEC. Originally, when the lawsuit landed, it caused a dip to about 35 cents, thereby halving its previous high of about 70 cents. The most impactful effect may be the removal of XRP on common exchanges such as Coinbase and others. This saw the coin slip down to 22 cents as users on these exchanges started a massive sell-off, depending on the deadline given by the exchanges they subscribe to. Entering the year 2021, the coin was kept low by damning speculations that the SEC case could spell doom for the crypto, especially if it's declared a security. Ripple Labs, through their CEO, periodically assured investors that they would rise to fight the menace that was posed by the lawsuit. The coin failed to join other cryptos in the ensuing rallies that held them up. And we even saw a rise in the value of other valuable altcoins such as Dogecoin, XLM, and Algorand. It was revealed that the struggle of XRP was a major determining factor that led to the rise of these coins, with investors dumping large amounts of it in favor of some of these cryptos. Polkadot at some point unseated XRP from its third position on the market capitalization ranking, and it further slipped out of the top 5, with Cardano and Tether taking a cue of their own. Most recently, MoneyGram announced their pact to use the XRP-based RippleNet for their cross-border transactions, pending the extent of the lawsuit. Due to this, the predictors of doom were surprised that the coin was still sustaining itself above the waves, with it rising, dipping, and consolidating like it was undergoing no trouble at all. We've seen it hit a level as high as 60 cents, which was some ways closer to its December 2020 high of 70 cents. It lingered for some days at that level before it slipped down to around 50 cents a day before the pre-trial conference. Early on the 22nd of February, despite the looming hearing, investors held fast, and the coin surged briefly and was on the green at 57 cents. On that day, a major corrective was in the works as Bitcoin and altcoins had begun a sharp descent. XRP stood hard through that day following the fact that Ripple Labs had a pretty good day in the hearing. The SEC had brought insubstantial arguments to the court, and with the repeated amendments of the charges, the case could barely hold water. This set a good precedent before the major trial begins. The case could extend longer, but Ripple might just come out on top in what seems like a half-baked case. The position of XRP is unique, and it presents a never-seen-before opportunity that is quite rare in the industry. Among all other cryptocurrencies, XRP is technically the most stable of the bunch. Even though it's not exempt from the volatility of the market, it has multiple features that make it a long-standing option for investors. Aside from victory in the lawsuit, there are newer facets of XRP usage that could sponsor its surge to the moon. For instance, since it was built for payments, XRPL can also be used to support the issuance of stable coins with a unique fungible token functionality called issued currencies. Issued currencies is designed to be the ideal stablecoin platform, providing simple but rich management functionality for the issuer that makes it easy to create, issue, and manage any asset, including stablecoins. The coin is being put to good use in more and more dynamic ways, and it could play out to its long-term advantage. While the dust settles after the first notable hearing on the Ripple vs. SEC case, XRP seems to be set up to hit a new stride. All the time before the pre-trial, the coin had been participating in the rally of altcoins following the recent rise of Bitcoin. On some exchanges, the XRP upsurge printed a notable 20% increase amidst a flat market. At recording time, XRP price movement is losing its steam along with other coins, but it's still in the green zone, changing hands at around 48 cents. In this chart, we're looking at previous failed moon missions. XRP has always had a pretty dramatic drop before it pumps. History doesn't always repeat itself, but it could be a clue. The pump of yesterday ended a wave 5 of what seems to be an ending diagonal. This could now possibly do 5 waves down. Wave 3 targets around 38 cents to 41 cents. An ABC up for wave 4 at around 49 cents, testing previous support and now turned resistance, before making its final descent to finish the bigger picture ABC pattern at 25 cents. Something must happen in the world for this dramatic drop. Not expecting 20 cents yet, it could see 34 cents if the correction continues, and then it could later make its way back to the 50s, in a matter of days even. Working on a big ABC pattern down from the 64 cents top, the coin is now doing wave 5 to 34 cents. XRP USD is one of the currencies that has shown extreme volatility recently, first moving strongly to the upside, and after that pulling back heavily below established supports. Now a decisive formation is about to form that can determine upcoming movements, and especially when keeping the potential completion in mind, this can prove worthwhile. We can see how XRP USD is now forming this ascending channel formation marked with the blue boundaries. Besides that, XRP USD has the coherent wave count within the formation, already completing waves A to D in the structure, and with the wave E remaining, which is directly running into this strong resistance cluster, where several resistances are coming together, consisting of the upper resistance line in red, the 200 EMA in red, as well as the 140 EMA in green, and also the upper boundary of the channel. Taking all these levels together, XRP USD has this strong resistance layer from where a pullback to the downside is highly likely. This can lead to a completion of the formation. In this chart, the analyst discusses the fact that XRP has backtested the most important trend line ever. It's tested the SMA 50 and SMA 100, and both of them held. Now, we wait to see if the support level newly established at 47 to 50 cents will hold. If it doesn't hold, then things might get very ugly in there. But if it holds, then the analyst thinks that we're going to test the resistance at 75 cents soon. In addition, it's also tested the support RSI 49, and it's set up in a beautiful uptrend right now that could see it reach $1 valuation per XRP. This chart shows the relativity between the movements of Bitcoin and XRP. The analyst expects that if we're going to see a major rise in the price of XRP, it will occur when the price of Bitcoin sustains itself and stabilizes at current levels, or it surprisingly rises again. But if it slips further, it goes without saying that more people will rush in to buy Bitcoin at the dip while dumping other altcoins in favor of it regardless. Therefore, if Bitcoin keeps falling, there might be no stopping the current dip in XRP. But we recognize this as a great opportunity to buy more XRP with the current price dip. Such an opportunity might not come again at this price level. Well, that's all for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you can get updates whenever we post a new video. What do you think about XRP's price potential in the next few weeks? Let us know your answers in the comments below. While you're here, please check out one of our other videos. See you next time.
Hollywood Carson.